Hello, and thank you for being here. So, just to give you some context about what is meant by unbecoming and what these practices will entail. Oftentimes, if you are somebody who is interested in maximizing your potential, as I suspect that you are, but you find yourself repeating patterns and doing your best to overcome those patterns, whether those are relationship patterns or circumstantial or emotional patterns, but you find yourself, making huge amounts of effort in changing them, and then you look back, or then you realize that not much has changed. So the thing is that it is because transformation breakthrough is not necessarily about becoming anything. It's about unbecoming what you are not. And so this is what that process is about. I am not a licensed therapist. I'm in the process of that, but I do have a degree right now in transpersonal psychology, and I was trained by the Tony Robbins, Chloe Madonna's life coach training. But these practices are based on personal experience. I used to struggle with anorexia. My relationships were just they did not feel good. The ones that I did have, and those were very few because I had social anxiety and I struggled in many ways. So I didn't want to continue that way, so I started doing a ton of research, and I spent years researching and applying what I was learning. And sometimes things would shift a lot, like significant shifts. Other times, and for the majority of that time frame, things stayed the same. They would kind of shift, I would think, and I would feel hopeful that things were changing, but then in the end they did not. So now I'm at a place where I no longer struggle with what I had previously, and I feel my life is in alignment with purpose, and I no longer have those same emotional patterns, situational patterns, relationship dynamics that were so troubling. And now I'm able to look back and see which practices exactly were the most effective. And it is these 5 practices, which ultimately I can say are practices of unbecoming. So I invite you to stay along with me here and watch all of the modules as I guide you through these practices. Thank you. Bye.